Okay guys, BNSF 6951 here with another video. I'm going to call this one Frustration Almost Gone. First of all, I got a lot of responses to the last video I did. There's too many for me to answer individually. It would take me probably an hour and a half to 2 hours to answer each one. But I will give a personal thanks to the next 13 people that I mentioned. Again, thanks for all your input, and I did try some of the suggestions, but the problem I found was a mechanical problem, not an electrical problem. It seems that the guide rails opposite the frog were a little bit too tight, and it was causing the engine to bind up. I've temporarily fixed them, and you'll see in the video that I'm going to be doing with the engines running that they run pretty smooth so far. And like I said, I still need to do some work on all the turnouts. But here's my thanks to Manuel 602, Nolan Fitter, Whitey 1956, Railyard Boss, Lee Bokler, and Lee, I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong, but anyhow, you know who you are. Defiant, R. Drake, Apples 2095, D Glass 77, TP Cole 1113, General Rails 3, Hoover Motion, and Mike Crofts. Again, special thanks to all you guys. And like I said, I did try some of your suggestions, not all of them, because I didn't feel that they applied. But anyhow, we'll get on with the video. But first of all, I want to tell you guys something. You know that I always been showing my SD40 that I renumbered to 6951, of course. What else? But one of my buddies, Steve, showed me that this guy right here is also 6951, and that's an ES, I think it's an ES44AC. Anyhow, I'm going to be getting one of those, and I'm going to renumber it to 6951, and that'll be in the future, of course, not right now. Anyhow, stand by, and we'll give you a little preview of my locomotives running. For now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951 out. Alright guys, I'm back today with maybe a little bit of good news. What I found, I've been working on this all day yesterday, was that on these Atlas turnouts, the gap here was a little bit tight on both sides. So basically all I did was tweak it out with a little screwdriver, and it seems to have worked. But what I'm going to have to do is pull these suckers out of here, file them down, and then put them back in. And that hopefully will cure the problem. These Atlas turnouts aren't the greatest in the world, but unfortunately I bought them, and I have to deal with the problem. So anyhow, I'm going to do a little test run with a pair of SD40s, and then a pair of Jeep 38s, and then a pair of Jeep 60s. And I'm going to go across 4 of the turnouts that I have problems with. So stay tuned, and I shall be right back. Okay guys, we're going to do a little test run with the locomotives. First up is going to be the SD40s, and we're going to go through all of them. Now I made adjustments on some adjustments on a couple of the turnouts and kind of tweaked on the others, but these definitely have to be worked on. I have to pull those little guide rails out and file them down and put them back in. Anyhow, here we go. SD40s. A little too fast, slow it down, Minnie. Alright, we're going to go across the first turnout, and now the second turnout. And now I will switch one turnout over, have them go on to the second track. Now, like I said, I did a temporary fix on these. They really do need to have some work done, so I might still have a little bit of stalling, but it wasn't quite as bad as it was yesterday. Alright, so we went through that turnout, no problem. And now we'll go through the second one. Now the second one's got a problem also. It's got a point that's coming loose off the track. So now we'll switch him over and we'll run him down this track. And we're doing the crossover, and as you can see, it worked out pretty good. And now we'll do the final move with the SD40s. Well, actually we're going to do two moves. We're going to park it out of the way also. Okay, and finally this one. And as you can see, so far it's not too shabby. Anyhow, we'll go back and we'll park the SD40s on this track here, and we'll move on to a pair of Jeep 38s. Alright. Now, you know, guys, I practiced this 100 times before I'm doing this video, and of course everything worked perfectly. But, you know, Murphy's Law might come in and knock at my door today, so we'll see. Alright, so we're going to park the SD40s right there. And I'm going to switch throttles. And alright, now we're going to run the Jeep 38s. First, let me get this one in the right position. Okay, so now we got a pair of Jeep 38s. They're going to run the course also. And Jeep 38, these are the problem childs that I was having with the 4-axles, so we'll see what happens here. We got a little jumping going on, but again, I said these, I think I forgot to change the turnout here. Yep, I sure did. So, sorry fellas. That conductor needs to get his butt chewed out really good here. Anyhow, let's try that again. Alright guys, now we're running the Jeep 38s through, and the 4-axles locomotives are the ones I was having the most problems with. So, we'll see what happens here. And I know this last turnout that's going to go across has a big problem, so we'll have to see how it works out. And we have a little hesitation there, but again, like I said, I need to work out these some of these throttles and turnouts, turnouts I meant to say. I'm all still frustrated from all this cocky that's going on here. Anyhow, we'll go into the second track. And there we go into the second track. And that seems to have worked pretty smoothly. And we'll pull it forward now, and we'll go down the next one. I got a broken point here, and that's what's the problem. But anyhow, that turnout needs to get replaced. So hopefully, I know I have another one somewhere, so we'll have to see. Anyhow, we'll go down the next track. It's working temporarily, but the turnout definitely needs to get replaced. But as you can see, as you can see, they are running a little bit better across the turnouts. And we'll see how that one goes. And and that one is pretty good also, and we'll just park him right there. And now the final run will be a pair of Jeep 60s. And so let's see if we can get them to go here. Alright, these are my Lifelike Jeep 60s, and we'll see, these are the guys I've been using for my switching ops, and so they are the ones I'm concerned about. But so far, it's not looking too bad. And we'll switch him back, and we'll go all the way to the back track first. And I don't think it's going to work because that point looks pretty bad. But anyhow, yeah, we still got a little bit of a problem there. But it's not quite as bad. Like I said, I still need to work these guys out. Alright, we'll bring him back. And we'll go into this track next. But it's like 100 times better than it was yesterday. Alright, and this will be the final move. And we still have a problem with that one turnout, but it's going to get replaced anyhow, so I'm not too concerned about it. But at least it goes through all the other turnouts. And alright, so that's about it for the test run. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 out.